On the Lakers report by Chat Sports today, the latest on the center search for the Los Angeles Lakers, and is it Dame time in Hollywood? Plus, teams are calling about a LeBron James trade. That all coming up next, but before we get into today's show, if you want Rob Pelinka to make a move, hit that thumbs up icon. It's the free and the easiest way to help out the channel right here. The more likes we get, the more YouTube will push this video out to Lakers fans, and we can make this the biggest Lakers channel right here on YouTube. So the top center options in free agency for the Lakers right now are DeAndre Ayton, Al Horford, and Jackson Hayes. And look, let's be honest with ourselves. These guys aren't the best players or the best fits for the Los Angeles Lakers, but they are the top options available. And DeAndre Ayton has been rumored to be high on the Lakers free agent target list since he was bought out by the Portland Trailblazers. And let's see if he can be a potential fit for the Los Angeles Lakers. Dave McMenamin, who is super tapped in with the Los Angeles Lakers via ESPN, who said, "I'm told the Lakers are shifting towards a new idea, youth, and athleticism. That fits DeAndre Ayton. Look at the teams in the finals, the Pacers and the Thunder. They had young, switchable defenders coming at you in waves. The Lakers want a center who fits that model." It's a copycat league, man, and DeAndre Ayton is a switchable defender. The issue is he's not a great defender as we sit here, but when you look at the numbers, it's never been a numbers problem for DeAndre Ayton. He's going to give you a double-double basically every year. He's going to average 10. He's going to average 10 plus. Going to give you about a block a night. I do think, for what it's worth, that DeAndre Ayton is the top choice for the Lakers going forward. The difference is I'm not sure he's going to be the best fit for a winning culture. DeAndre Ayton, not won anywhere he's gone. He wore out his welcome in Phoenix. He wore out his welcome in Portland. And I just don't think that he would be a fantastic fit for the Lakers. I think him and Luka stylistically would fit well because Ayton can run the pick and roll at a pretty high level. But is he the best locker room fit, the best culture fit for Los Angeles? I'm not so sure. I want to go back to the quote here once again and hammer home the idea of the Lakers shifting towards the idea of youth and athleticism. Well, we also talked about another guy on this list, Al Horford. That eliminates him right there from consideration. Al Horford is neither youthful nor athletic. That's not to say he can't play, because Al Horford still can give you some big-time minutes, especially in the postseason. But he's the exact opposite of what the Lakers are looking for in a big man. When the Lakers originally targeted Mark Williams, now they're potentially targeting DeAndre Ayton. That's the style of big man they're looking for. They're not looking for maybe Brook Lopez, an Al Horford guy who would just sit out on the perimeter, can knock down threes. They want people rolling to the rim, being aggressive, being able to switch on defense. Al Horford does not give you any of that stuff. While I love Al Horford, the player, I don't think he is under consideration for the Lakers' starting center job. And if Jackson Hayes wants to return as a backup on a veteran minimum contract, I think the Lakers would take him back. But I don't want to see Jackson Hayes playing playoff minutes. Last year, they had to basically force him into the lineup against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it just didn't work out. The game was way too rich for his blood. Look, he played decent in the regular season, but man, you just can't have him be your opening night starting center if you're the Los Angeles Lakers. You need to give Luka someone who he can throw lobs to, who can set good screens, who can get them into the flow of their offense. DeAndre Ayton, I think, would be the best option of those three, even though I don't love his fit in the locker room. But there are plenty of options out there for the Lakers. Let me know who you think the Lakers should sign. Name a center Rob Pelinka should go after and get for the Los Angeles Lakers. Drop a name down there in the comment section. There are a few trade targets as well LA could look at. Yves Missi from the New Orleans Pelicans, who had a very promising rookie season. I really like the player. I'm just not sure that the Lakers want to give up what they would have to. Robert Williams, who also with Portland a potential trade option, and Nick Richards as well. The Phoenix Suns do have an embarrassment of riches there at center. They got Mark Williams, who the Lakers tried to get, obviously. They have Nick Richards as well, and they drafted Kaman Malawak with the 10th overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. So I could see Richards being available for pretty cheap, but he's also not someone who's a starting caliber center in this league either. Missi of this list is the best player, but he would also cost the most because he's the youngest one. And coming off his rookie season, Yves was a guy who I think would be very promising, could fit the Lakers and their style and the way they want to play and their shift towards youth and athleticism, but I'm not sure LA wants to give up at least the first-round pick, maybe two, to try to go get that deal done, especially because he's on his rookie deal, and New Orleans has no incentive to deal him whatsoever. But out of those three, I certainly would take Messi, the player, if you're not considering what it would cost to go get him. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are in a sub battle for the month of July with our friends over at Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. We're currently trailing 56-41. Help us beat the Mavericks. Go hit that subscribe button right now. We're bringing you all of the latest Lakers news and rumors. If the Lakers make a move, you know where to be. Is it Dame time out in Hollywood? The Lakers are among the teams interested in signing Damian Lillard, according to multiple reports. And this comes as a surprise because I don't think Dame is going to play at all next season. He tore his Achilles in the first round of the playoffs on April 27th, to be exact. And so if he were to come back in March, that would be 11 months removed from his surgery. And that would be a pretty aggressive rehab timeline. So I don't think Dame is really going to play much next season. But maybe, just maybe, he's thinking that he wants to sign with an NBA team now so he can have the full support of an NBA training staff overseeing his rehab as opposed to doing it on his own. And he'll take a discounted deal to potentially do that. He wouldn't contribute to the Lakers this season basically at all unless the Lakers made a deep playoff run and they brought him off the bench in a limited role, 10 to 15 minutes a night. Maybe that's what the Lakers are looking for. Look, Damian Lillard's a future Hall of Famer. Before the injury last year, played at a pretty high level as well. 25 points, 7 assists, shot 37.5% from three. This is one of the best pure scorers in the NBA at the moment from the guard position. Obviously, he tore his Achilles. Won't be the same player as he is aging. He's over 30 as well. Oh, yeah, and by the way, he's owed $113 million from Milwaukee over the next 5 seasons. So he theoretically could sign with the Lakers like for the minimum, maybe slightly above it, because he's still getting paid by Milwaukee through 2030, which is absolutely crazy. The way the stretch wave works is he had 2 years left on his deal. Then you multiply that by 2 and add 1. So that's why Milwaukee will be paying him over the next 5 seasons. And maybe Dame would be willing to take less money on his next deal. Look, if I were Dame, I wouldn't sign until next summer. I would sit the entire season. I would see who is in a winning situation that I can go help try to win an NBA championship, and that's the team I would sign with. You don't want to sign right now because you won't really be able to contribute until next season. What if that season for the team you sign with just goes awry and that team completely decides to change direction and won't be competing when you're back from your injury? So if I were him, I would just sit out, go rehab wherever he likes to work out in the summers, and go do that from there. Don't sign with the team and go do it on your own time. Let me know what you guys think, though. Should the Lakers sign Damian Lillard? It would be a 2-year deal if they would sign him because he'd obviously missed the majority of this season, and they would want him for next season. So let me know what you guys think. Should LA sign Lillard? Let me know. Type S for sign or type P for pass. While you're getting those votes in, we have some new Lakers gear available for you guys with our friends at Fanatics. Chatsports.com/LA Strong is where you can get this dope Los Angeles Lakers t-shirt with LA Strong there in that font, courtesy of our friends at Fanatics. When you use chatsports.com/LA Strong, we get a part of the proceeds from Fanatics as well, so you're helping out the channel while getting yourself some dope LA gear. So go with our friends at Fanatics today, get geared up with the latest Lakers swag, and get ready for the 25-26 NBA season. Shout out to Fanatics for sponsoring this episode of the Lakers Report. Chatsports.com/LA Strong. All right, teams are calling about a potential LeBron James trade. They've been calling Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, about the possibility of LeBron moving teams this season after he opted into the final year of his contract. This situation is just weird, man. Let's get into what Dave McMenamin had to say, where he said LeBron hasn't had any discussions with the Lakers about wanting a trade. Rich Paul said 4 teams have contacted him in the last 24 hours wanting to talk trades, but there weren't any substantive conversations with those teams. Right now, LeBron is focused on playing on a championship caliber roster. This whole thing is just super strange. I don't get the entire dynamic between LeBron and the Lakers. Like, neither party is happy with either of them, yet they're going to continue into this season with an unhappy marriage. It really just makes no sense to me. So just let me get this straight here. LeBron opts into the final year of his contract despite the Lakers not wanting him to. If he would have taken a pay cut, the Lakers would have had more flexibility to make more moves. here in 2025 NBA free agency. Both the Lakers and LeBron seem unhappy with each other. I don't think LeBron is thrilled with the direction the Lakers are going towards youth and athleticism and trying to build for the future. And I don't think the Lakers are thrilled with LeBron opting into his contract, giving them less flexibility. 4 teams called Rich Paul about a potential LeBron James trade, but there's no substantive interest in LeBron. LeBron also has that no trade clause, so he could choose his next destination if he so pleased. Something just doesn't add up to me here. I just don't know why the Lakers and LeBron are kind of in this contentious period in their relationship. And from my point of view, LeBron kind of took away the Lakers' leverage to move on from him. Part of me thinks that Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, were sort of hoping LeBron was going to opt out and maybe would have signed elsewhere or taken a significant pay cut to stay with the Lakers. It's clear both sides aren't happy here, and LeBron, by opting in, took away the Lakers' leverage to what they could do with him. Because LeBron holds the cards with the full no-trade clause, the Lakers can't really waive him either because it's $52 million on the books. It's just a very, very weird relationship right now, and one thing I think is clear is this is LeBron's final year in Los Angeles. Whether he retires after this season or goes and plays the final season or two elsewhere, I do think this is his last year in purple and gold. And man, what a just weird scenario that we have on our hands with LeBron and the Lakers, where both of them aren't on the same page, yet LeBron says he's committed to winning here with the Lakers. The Lakers are also trying to build for the future, and it doesn't look like they're super interested in going all in on this season with LeBron. I don't really know what to make of this situation, but one thing I do know is LeBron will be on the Lakers this season, but it also is going to be his last season in purple and gold. Do you think LeBron retires after this season, though? Will this be it for the King? If you think it will be, type Y for yes. If you don't, type N for no. One more thing I wanted to add about this LeBron scenario is Brian Windhorst also said the Lakers are operating as if this is the final year, or LeBron is on an expiring contract, which means he's going to go to free agency next year. The Lakers aren't interested in discussing an extension with LeBron, and he's going to be a free agent and let his contract expire, and the Lakers are more than willing to let him do so. So very unknown when it comes to LeBron and what will happen next season as to whether he retires or keeps playing. But I think the Lakers would like to be out of the LeBron James business come the summer of 2026. So that will do it for today's show, guys. Appreciate you for tuning in to the Lakers Report by Chat Sports. If the Lakers make a move, we have you covered right here. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you soon on the channel.